All right, things that I want to also to share is the torque specs for the injector is 7 Newton meters plus 90 degrees, so twice 90 degrees. Again, these are the tools, and so you see that it's not me that want to put that grease. It's in the repair description, so I follow always the directions at exact because I don't want no complaints. As you can see, this is what we have here. I also wrote the injector number because I need to code it back into the computer because I mean we're replacing the injectors. I also want to show that I did clean the bore with a special brush. I have a bronze and a stainless steel, and well, right now you'll see the pictures. I'll put it somewhere here. I have already the injector in there, but I haven't torqued it, so I'm going just to torque that and follow the other side. All right, I'm pretty much ready to remove the other side. I got the filter out, which I did off camera, so no problems on that. We had that intake temperature sensor connector. It was broken before, so I put a just a wire tie to hold it. It's not that important as far as the connection, right? I mean, to be that tight. It's an important sensor. I just All right. So we got the return line disconnected, and I'm going to do the five middle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's what I got on my last run. For me, the injector 5 and 1 were given lots of issues. I know that he has before codes and 4. 4 is actually an OEM, so is 5, and you'll see that is the correct injector number. So that means they're bad. Obviously, I mean, it's 169,000 miles, so you cannot expect to have everything forever, right? Let's see if I can remove that. Yeah, that looks like I might have access to the rail. A little tight under that hose, but I don't want to get the hose out again, just to keep connections as tight as possible and undisturbed on the turbo. Yeah, no problem. And I'm gonna tell you, I was scared to put that much torque on those long bolts. 7 Newton meters is not much, but 180 degrees, that was scary. Especially they're bolted down to the cylinder head. But I mean, that's what they call for. I did that, and all went good. But they're just so long that I feel weird. All right, now the T40 to get that long bolt. I will show you the bolt in a second, and that's the reason why you cannot reuse it too. They got so much torque applied to them that you don't want to. Also, when you're losing them up, don't go gorilla on it. Just go easy, kind of like to give chance the ball to turn. It holds a lot of stress, probably a good, I would say 3/4 of an inch. Look at the length of that ball. So we got from here onwards is where that ball screws in. And again, these are I got 6, so I got extra parts. These are cheap fasteners. I don't want to, if I end up needed to remove another one, waiting on those little things. Same thing with the um, hold down, I don't know, U clamp. And I'm not sure if this one, yeah, this one ain't turning. So this one we'll be seeing that extractor on action. If I can find it, up, put him in my toolbox. So again, all you do is just feed the extractor on the bottom of the injector, and this just bolts down. There's a counter thread in there, or yeah, it wasn't bad at all. Got it out. All right, so let's check the numbers on this one. So A42, so let me put that there. So again, A42 070 1487. So this one is right. The code number that you need to use in order to write it down are the ones that are on top of the injector. That's just the way it is. You need to code that number. They already got a fixed amount based on that configuration coding. Let me get the other one, which is seal still. I need a cutter. Uh-oh, this was open. All right, with the magic of television, everything is being solved. So I got the new part coming. Let me open this up. Let me get the cutter. I mean, that bag was ripped. This one, seal. All right. See, that's the way I always do it. With a cutter, not ripped. And this is the way it should come. With a protection, nothing like that was BS. I'm so glad I had the camera rolling. Okay, I'm back. All right, now we need to clean that, which is actually this board. I mean, it has carbon in it, but the seal at the bottom doesn't seem to be that dirty. I usually, hopefully you guys can see, just spray a little WD-40 on the front of the brush. Yeah, this is super clean. And go on the sides. I'm gonna spray a little more WD-40 on the sides of the brush, just to clean the walls from carbon. And that's the problem, when the valve, I mean the washer, not the valve, doesn't seal correctly. That's it. I mean, it's pretty clean in there. And now I'm gonna blow some air. You looking for? One second, guys. Let me help my friend Ed. This is so nice and flexible. See, that's the difference after the cleanup. I did that the same thing on the other side. You can see it's good. Let me let me get the camera in there. I think this piston is up. Not sure. We'll see. See all those particles? It's amazing what this can pick up, but I don't even know what that is. I think I might be able to spin this around here. Trying to see too. Seems like we got the exhaust open. Same thing. No, they're not open. Some oil deposit, from the bottom, but the valves seem to be fine. When you have a problem with a leaking valve, you see on the edges of the valve a lot, so I don't see any issues. Let me take a look of the cylinder walls with you guys. Oh, probably too much. Yeah, I was at the top of the piston. Yeah, the piston is a lot high, but yeah, there's no scratches. I'm going, 360 degrees, so perfect. I don't see any heavy, up and down scratches. So let me put this in the straight mode, and you will notice that when you're taking the camera off. All right, I put the camera away. Should have put my gloves before turning it back on, but all right, that's not gonna take that long. All right, we got the injector here, and let me grab the bolts too. Try to keep the harness away. Um, Bolt. Gonna put the two old ones in the back together, no matter what. I will give this to him. So we got the two injectors for you to see. Again, we have the 1487 old, and the other one is an 1187, which looks really new. And this is for the owner of the car. How I know when it's a new injector? I mean, the rust around the top, carbon deposits. The tip is a little hard to say because I don't know when was this installed, but you can see it's a completely different injector compared to a one that has not been removed ever. And you saw, I mean, that one came out so easy. All right, so we got the new bolt. Injector is almost in place. I need to put the holding clamp. Again, it has kind of like a recession for a ball bearing that isn't part of the bar cover. Try to move it to position. All right. Magnet is just to hold the clamp so it doesn't fall where I cannot get it. Let me get this hand tight. All right, now we can get the torque wrench. Feel weird to say things like over and over in my videos, but I have these tools since I think it's September 2014. So it's 6 years old, I think, and it's kept like brand new. No ever have issues. Don't drop any torque wrench, and I keep the batteries off. The only reason why the batteries are now on the tool is because obviously I use it on the other side. For this one, when you turn it on, you need to leave it flat so the torque zeroes itself for angle and it's in torque. Okay. Now to change the units, all you press is the arrow. Now I have 7 Newton meters. It's already saving here from our last injector. Not even close yet to the bottom. That's when I'm going a little fast. Starting to feel a little resistance. No. Yeah, now it is. Let me see. Yep. See, you see 7 Newton meters is like nothing. And I got the 90 ready, so I just press on the arrow, holding, and it's now 90 degrees. For those it doesn't have, you can just put a mark on the head of the bulb with like a Y marker. So from here, 90 degrees, right? I like to use this, especially for uh, fasteners as this one. All right, got 90 degrees exactly. And then one more time. But this one, all you gotta do is just to start, like literally like a couple of seconds, and then you can restart. Perfect. All right, so that's it, guys. Now I'm going to put everything back together as far as, you know. Yeah, that's definitely not right. So injector 1 is CI15H AI. Injector 2 is BCS7 DSG. Where's my mouse? Injector 3 is AC. So AC A44 5A 5I. Injector 4. Ah, yes, did a mistake. I'm gonna have to come back to do the whole again. We'll see. Alright, those three are safe. Perfect. Now we need the fourth, which is 8A 1L BNH. Gotta be careful clicking in here. Alright, number 5. That's a new one, so that's BISS FNI. And the last one, which is 7RH C5WH. I got them all. Set the ignition off. Set the ignition back on. Alright, perfect. Got the car running. I see the manuals. Make sure all the numbers are correct. Perfect. And they're gonna be a little skewed right now because it hasn't run. So it was weird that all the adjustment injector quantities were off. That's the same thing that happens with my Autel. Autel wasn't able to do it. Oh well, all is good now. Let's take it for a test drive and let's see how it goes. It's good. Of course, kind of warm right now already from the short distance. I'm still in the parking lot. Right now I'm in Route 7, so no highway yet. Coming to a stop. And we can see the values on cylinder 1 already. Perfect. This was the main problem on the car. As soon as you come to a stop, it was going up to like +5 and over, which is perfect. I love the numbers. Everything's looking good, but a little too soon to say. Let's take it for a drive on the highway. But I feel the car very, very different. It has never been running this smooth since I got it, and I'm very happy. I hope to give the customer a good news and don't need to replace more injectors, because I mean I just replaced 2 and they're very expensive. And I recommend to anyone that is working on this, just use the OEM ones. You might save $100 on using Bosch, and it doesn't really worth. I turn it in the shop right now.
values of 5 and 1 are perfect. All right. And let me turn everything off so I can get out of here. Check the ignition off. I like to follow the instructions. Check the ignition on. It's important to do with the scanners and so to let the computer, you know, finish. Alright, we can now just escape here. And we can exit Sentry.